Let's explore what makes a square special. This shape is one of the building blocks of geometry that we use every day, from tiles on a floor to the shape of paper. A square has four sides that all have exactly the same length. Mathematicians often use a single letter to represent this length. We'll use the letter A to label each side. Unlike rectangles, where opposite sides can be different lengths, a square is special because all four sides must be exactly the same length. If we measure any side of a square, all other sides will have that same measurement. Squares also have four perfect right angles. Each corner makes exactly 90 degrees. This is why squares fit so perfectly when we tile them together, like on a chessboard or kitchen floor. When we put all these properties together, we get a perfect square. These two features, equal sides and right angles, are what make squares so useful in mathematics and in the real world. These special properties of a square will help us understand how to find its area. When we know the length of just one side, we can calculate how much space the entire square covers, which is exactly what area measures. Area is a fundamental concept in mathematics that measures how much space a shape covers on a flat surface. When we look at different objects, area helps us compare how much space each one takes up. Let's explore some common shapes we see in everyday life and think about the space they occupy. Here's a square. Notice how it has equal sides on all four sides. And here's a circle, which is a set of points that are all the same distance from the center. This triangle has three sides and three angles. And finally, a rectangle has two pairs of equal sides, like a stretched square. Each of these shapes covers a different amount of space, and we need a way to measure and compare them. To measure area, we use what we call square units. Think of it like covering a floor with identical square tiles. We would count how many tiles we need to cover the entire floor. Let's focus on our blue square and see how we can find its area. We can divide it into smaller, equal-sized squares. Each of these smaller squares is exactly 1 unit on each side, and we call this a square unit. If we count, we can see our blue square contains 4 of these square units. This 1 square unit becomes our measuring tool for area. Just like we use inches or centimeters to measure length, we use square units to measure area. It's our standard building block. Mathematicians have found special formulas to calculate the area of different shapes without having to count all the square units one by one.